it's the 19th. I know it's definitely Thursday, but I think it's the 19th of October 2023. For me, I'm coming to you from sunny western Pennsylvania, and for me this is day 6 of corn harvest. I put up a short video on the first day when I was getting started, just to have something small to put up. And I've been working on the corn. I got 4 days in last week with the nice weather, and yesterday and today, and we're supposed to have rain this weekend, but I'm getting close to getting done. I have 37 out of 48 acres finished, and I'm on my last field here, which is a 10-acre field. I mean, it's been slow going because for a couple of reasons. One is the corn's been really heavy. I mean, it's praise God, it's really turning off well. I'm on a dry basis. After Corey dried it, I'm at a rate of about 20 bushels over what the USDA says our county average is. So I'm not going to say exactly, because maybe that would come off as bragging, but I'm really grateful to God that the corn's doing as well as it is. This is probably the best corn I ever had in my life. This field is this is my later variety, which was 108 day. Most of my corn, about 3/4 of it, was 96 day, but I planted some 108 days. This is it. One of the reasons why the going was so slow is because some of this corn still has a good bit of moisture in it. The stalks are green, and they don't run through the combine as well. I have to go slow to make sure I don't plug up the cylinder, but so between that and the amount of corn that I'm turning off, it's taken me some time, but I'm really grateful for the way it is. The combine's running well. I put a new water pump in it a couple weeks before the season, because just like I saw in a video from Farmer Pete yesterday, my pulley was starting to wobble, and I started to notice I was getting an antifreeze leak. So the new water pump and pulley took care of that, but I do have an engine oil leak in there somewhere, and I have to, it's not burning it, it's leaking it into the engine compartment, and I usually have to add some before the end of each day. So at some point here I'm going to have to look into that and see what's going on. Get a little view of my mother's house and her garage, and over here to the left is you can get a little glimpse of the red shed from the upper side, which you really don't see that often in my videos. I'm out here in the John Deere 4400. It's about quarter till 9 in the evening, and just trying to make the most out of this day. We're supposed to have rain over the weekend. Today's Wednesday, and tomorrow's supposed to be nice, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we're supposed to have rain, so I'm trying to make the most out of the time we have. So Corey is hauling corn for me right now with his wagons. It's a little faster than with my dump truck because there's always an empty wagon here, and I fill it while he's dumping the other one at his place. So been working out pretty well. These lights have been working pretty well too. When I bought this combine in, I think it was 2016, it didn't have the lights that were on it didn't work at all. So 2 years ago in the winter, I put LED lights on it, and just took all the old lights and the old wiring out and just started over. Put LED lights on it, and they work pretty well. You can see I have some aimed out front, and then I have a couple that are aimed down here into the head so that I can see it. And that's important for corn, but it's especially important like, you know, if you're doing soybeans at night. Although a lot of times you know, once you get dew and stuff, you can't do soybeans, but you know, corn, it works pretty well. Lets me see what's going on. You could probably see there are some green leaves. This corn's a little bit wetter than what I usually take it off. I think this was 23 or 24%, but you know, I'm trying to get this off before the wet weather comes, you know, and because I got some places that get really muddy, and you know, I won't make it through if it gets too wet. So that's why it's always, you know, for me, I never compete with anybody else. I don't care who takes their corn off first or who's last. If I'm first, that's okay. If I'm last, that's fine too, as long as, you know, I get the corn off when I think it should be off. I don't care how that is, you know, with respect to anybody else. To me, it's not a competition. But I just try to beat that bad weather, because this old combine is not four-wheel drive, you know, or rear-wheel assist or anything like that. So, you know, when I get into some of those mud holes, I can have a real problem. So, but yeah, so, you know, like I said in my previous video, Corey dries the corn for me at a very, very reasonable price, so I'm not too worried about the high moisture. And I know I talked to my Pioneer seed rep. He and his dad are taking off corn at their farm, and he told me yesterday they haven't taken anything off below 27%. So that's pretty wet. All right, and here we are unloading a load here. You can see the so-called whopper hopper was full. And it holds about 100 bushels whenever it's heaped up, so that works out pretty good. I didn't mention it, I'm unloading getting into Corey's wagons because he's in a big hurry for us to get my corn done so he can get started on his. And it's actually faster if we use his 2 wagons, because otherwise if I run with my dump truck the way I usually do, it just takes longer. I'll still use it whenever I'm hauling Corey's, but for over here it works better to have, you know, the 1 wagon parked. I fill it up. He or his dad brings the other wagon then and drops it off, and that way I keep going. This wagon holds 3 dumps, so that means it's about 300 bushel, maybe just slightly less. I think you get the picture here, so I'm going to end this one at this point. I hope you enjoyed it, especially you John Deere 4400 fans. If you did enjoy the video, I hope you'll hit the like button and consider subscribing. And if you have subscribed, I appreciate that very much. Don't forget to leave me a comment or ask a question, because I do try to get to all of them and respond to them all. So for now, this is Charlie, the Pennsylvania grain farmer, saying see you next time.